let's tie this up. This is a mop tail jig. It's used with mop tail Chanel. It's actually made for that. It's made to be threaded on the hook, but you don't have to have that. You can use any kind of Chanel to tie this. This is a simple, easy tie. If you're having problems getting hackle or marabou, this right here could be your answer. Right there, simple, easy, little mop tail jig. Two-tone body with a little bit of flash in it. And you can, whatever color Chanel you got, you can make this work, and I'll try to tell you how in this video. So stick around, watch, let me know what you think. Send me a message and let me know, hit that thumbs up. Let's get this baby rolling. All right, so we got it in the vise. We have got a 1/8 ounce Texas minnow head. Got these from Jason Brummel. You can find him on Facebook, or if you send me a message, let me know. I'll try to send you a link. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be tying that mop jig. And we got a piece of mop Chanel, and this mop Chanel is actually hollow. But to get your hook to go down in there and come out right is really tough. So I'm gonna kind of show you what I'm talking about. But honestly, it's almost easier to lay that Chanel on top of that jig and tie it just like you would any other jig. Let's take it out. Let me see if I can't show you, but to try to get that point of that hook threaded through that sometimes is a pain. And watch, this time it'll probably go on perfect flawlessly, but there's a little hollow spot in there, and if you really careful, there it goes, it's going. Sometimes it'll make it, and most times it will not. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna thread it on there just like you'd be threading a night crawler on a hook. We're gonna pull it through, and we're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna call it good. I cut it a little bit long. And it's kind of up to you. It's kind of about like how you would cut your hackle feather. You know, length of the hook, and then that much more will the whole thing come out. I'll tell you what, we're just gonna leave it right there. And I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, I'm probably using this mop Chanel wrong. And if you know a better way to do it, man, I am not against a little constructive criticism. We're gonna be using Ultra 140 denier thread. I'm not switching from 210 to 140, but went to the Plateau Fly Shop the other day and their pickings were very, very slim. They're not getting orders in like they should. They're being kind of left out from some of the big dealers. 140 will work. And I'm sure I still have some 210, but we're just gonna go 140, and we're gonna get that caught on there. Just pretend you're tying on your hackle feathers. We're gonna snip that tag end off right there. Let's get it zoomed in here. We're gonna get it all up there nice and even, and we're gonna tie it in just like we were tying hackle, right down to the point of the hook. We're gonna come back up, we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna twist it just a little bit, or see if we can. Oh, that's not bad. See what I'm saying? You're almost better off just to lay it on the hook and tie it in. But that's mainly it. I mean, that's what we were looking for right there. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some flash in, and we're gonna be using this pink flash because it's gonna kind of match that pink body, and it's gonna match those pink eyes. I get that way sometimes with my jigs. I like them to match. I like them, you know, look like there was a little thought put into it, you know. That's about all we're gonna add. It's not gonna be a whole lot. Just gonna be enough just to flash it up, make it look good. We're gonna lay that right on top of that mop body. We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna try to spread it out some. I don't know how good it's gonna spread out with that. And we got it moving. Sometimes to get that flash to move on that body is pretty tough. So we're gonna wrap it back up to the head. All right, now we're gonna figure out our tail. So I want the tail just like I would the hackle, the length of the shank of the hook and that much more. So you're talking about right there somewhere. It's about where we're gonna cut it off at. Reach over our scissors. I'm gonna go just a tad bit further than that and snip it off. Now, what I'm gonna do So I'm gonna move that flash out of the way. I'm gonna take this lighter, I'm gonna burn the end of it some. That'll keep it kind of hard right there, kind of a little bit stiff in that spot. Water and the threads won't quite get to it and let it tear up. These are excellent jigs, and they're cheap. Like I said, if you can't find hackle, you can't find marabou, think about tying a mop jig. All right, we're gonna lay, which is gonna be our normal chenille. We're gonna go pink. We're gonna go all the way to the tip of the hook. We'll come back up. We're gonna pull our bobbin down some, and then we're just gonna start wrapping that body. And you can use whatever color you want on this. If you think dark blue would have been better, dark blue would have looked pretty cool. Maybe even some black. You know, do it just like you would if you was tying hackle. Marabou, any of that. You're just tying in a different tail, and you can experiment with this. And you can do, if you can find the right plastic jigs, you can even tie in plastic bodies in them. Let's come back over that head one more time. Pull back in there. Get our thread and bobbin on that side. Let's pull back up. Let's come back through right here. We'll call that good, and we're gonna snip off that end. The chenille always does that, leaves a little poofy spot right there at the end. We're gonna find our whip finish tool I left on the other side of the table. We'll zoom back out for this one. I still get a lot of people asking me about the whip finish tool. Hook it, loop it over that bendy spot, pull it up till you got your triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pretty sure that was 6 again. Pull it down there nice and snug. Take your scissors. We'll put a little drop of glue in there. Pretty sure as cold as it is down here, my UV resin is probably kind of thick. Put a little coat over the eyes again. Push that UV resin down in there on that neck. Little spot right there. You see that thread in there? You say UV resin's on that. Get it all coated pretty good. And there we go. We got a 1/8 ounce Texas minnow head mop style jig. And I think they come out pretty good. Like I said, save yourself a little bit of money. Use your normal chenille for that. Experiment. Use different size chenilles, different types of chenilles, and see how it works. So send me a message. Let me know how it does. Let me know if you've ever tied any of these and you got a different way to use that mop chenille. That is all I got. I'm doing this on December 25th, Christmas Day, 2023. Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, everything was over. It's the end of the day. I was sitting there getting kind of bored. I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there probably the same way. There it is. Tie you up the mop jig. Save yourself a little bit of money. Skip the hackle, skip the marabou. Give it a shot. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. And I will talk to you guys pretty soon.